What if your next heart wasn't donated by another person, but carefully grown in a laboratory, custom made just for you? This isn't science fiction anymore. For decades, the miracle of organ transplantation has offered a second chance at life, yet it's profoundly limited by a stark reality: the severe shortage of available donor organs. Thousands wait, often for years, while countless lives are lost. But a quiet revolution is underway, one that promises to rewrite the very rules of life and death, transforming our biological future. Every single day, the global organ shortage claims lives. Despite heroic efforts to encourage organ donation, the demand consistently outstrips supply by a significant margin. Patients suffer from end-stage organ failure, their bodies failing, their hope dwindling, as they wait for an elusive match. The current system, reliant on deceased donors or living donations for kidneys and parts of livers, is inherently constrained. This dire situation is the driving force behind the race to engineer organs, not just for replacement, but for a future where waiting is obsolete. What if we could simply grow new organs? This is the audacious goal of regenerative medicine and tissue engineering. Instead of relying on a donor, scientists envision a future where damaged or diseased organs are replaced with biologically identical, laboratory-grown replacements. These organs wouldn't just be compatible, they would be derived from the patient's own cells, virtually eliminating the risk of rejection, a persistent challenge in traditional transplants. This paradigm shift holds the potential to save millions of lives and fundamentally redefine healthcare as we know it. The journey to creating a lab-grown organ often begins with a scaffold. Think of it as the architectural blueprint. One pioneering method involves taking a donor organ, perhaps from an animal or a non-viable human organ, and decellularizing it. This process meticulously washes away all the original cells, leaving behind only the extracellular matrix, the structural framework. This ghost-like scaffold retains the organ's intricate shape, blood vessel network, and crucial microarchitecture, providing the perfect template for new cells to grow upon and organize themselves into a functional tissue. Once the scaffold is ready, it needs seeds, the cells that will become the new organ. This is where stem cells enter the picture. Scientists use induced pluripotent stem cells, or iPSCs, which can be reprogrammed from a patient's own skin or blood cells. These iPSCs have the remarkable ability to differentiate into almost any cell type in the body, be it heart muscle cells, kidney cells, or liver hepatocytes. By carefully culturing and guiding these iPSCs onto the scaffold, they begin to colonize it, ideally forming the specialized tissues needed for a fully functional organ. Another cutting-edge technique is 3D bioprinting. Instead of a pre-existing scaffold, bioprinting uses specialized bioinks loaded with living cells, growth factors, and biocompatible materials. A bioprinter then precisely deposits these bioinks, layer by layer, following a digital blueprint derived from a patient's MRI or CT scans. This allows for the construction of incredibly complex, anatomically correct organ structures with unprecedented precision. Imagine literally printing a kidney, cell by cell, designed to perfectly fit a specific individual's body. The potential for customization is truly revolutionary. While printing a functional heart is still a distant goal, scientists have already made remarkable strides. Simpler tissues and structures have been successfully grown and even implanted. We've seen lab-grown skin for burn victims, engineered cartilage for joint repair, and even sections of bladders and tracheas successfully transplanted into human patients. These aren't just patches, they are living, functional tissues that integrate with the body. These early victories prove the fundamental principles are sound and provide critical momentum for tackling more complex organs. Beyond full organs, another fascinating development is the creation of organoids. These are miniature, self-organizing 3D structures grown from stem cells that mimic the architecture and function of actual organs. Scientists have grown brain organoids, liver organoids, kidney organoids, and more. While tiny, these mini-organs are invaluable for research, allowing scientists to study disease progression, test new drugs, and understand human development without experimenting on living people. They are a crucial stepping stone, refining the understanding needed for full-scale organ engineering. Despite these advancements, creating a fully functional human organ remains an immense undertaking. The sheer complexity of an organ like the heart or kidney is staggering. It's not just a collection of cells, it's a symphony of different cell types, intricate vascular networks for blood supply, nerve connections for function, and billions of cells working in perfect harmony. Replicating this biological masterpiece in a lab is arguably one of the most significant challenges in modern science. Every tiny detail matters, and even small deviations can lead to failure. Perhaps the most critical challenge is vascularization, creating a complex network of blood vessels that can effectively supply oxygen and nutrients to every single cell within a lab-grown organ. Without this intricate plumbing system, cells deeper within the tissue quickly starve and die. Imagine trying to build a city without roads or water pipes. Researchers are exploring ingenious solutions, from engineering microfluidic channels within bioprinted structures to using natural scaffolds that retain their original vascular architecture. Solving this is key to growing anything larger than a few millimeters thick. Even if we overcome the structural and functional hurdles, the immune system poses another formidable barrier. While using a patient's own cells theoretically minimizes rejection, the integration of a complex lab-grown organ into the body is not simple. The immune system is incredibly sophisticated, and ensuring the new organ isn't attacked as foreign requires careful engineering and a deep understanding of immunology. Researchers are working on techniques to make these engineered tissues even more invisible to the immune system, paving the way for seamless integration. Given the rapid pace of innovation, what realistic milestones can we expect by 2030? While a full, transplantable heart or kidney might still be a stretch, the groundwork will be laid. We could see significant advancements in more complex tissue engineering, perhaps even miniature versions of more complex organs for drug testing and disease modeling. Simpler, vascularized tissues for repair, like larger bone grafts or muscle tissue, are highly probable. The decade will be defined by refining bioprinting techniques and tackling vascularization in increasingly sophisticated ways. By 2030, the scientific community anticipates nearing clinical trials for some of the more complex, yet smaller, internal organs, or at least significant portions of them. Perhaps a lab-grown bile duct, or pancreatic islets for diabetes treatment. The focus will be on organs with less intricate vascular networks than a heart, but still critical functions. Breakthroughs in materials science and cellular guidance will be paramount, bringing us tantalizingly close to truly personalized, regenerative solutions for chronic conditions that currently demand lifelong medication or dialysis. But let's return to our original question: a new heart. By 2030, while unlikely to be routine, we might witness the first human trials of partial, lab-grown heart components, perhaps a valve or a small section of cardiac muscle. The ability to grow entire human hearts for transplant is an immense undertaking, but the progress in cardiovascular tissue engineering is undeniable. Imagine overcoming heart failure not with a donor heart, but with a bioengineered replacement grown specifically for you, preventing rejection and extending life with unprecedented quality. Looking further into the future, beyond 2030, the possibilities become truly transformative. If scientists can eventually master the creation of complex, fully functional organs, we could enter an age where organ failure is no longer a death sentence. Kidney, liver, lung, and even full heart replacements could become routine procedures. The human body, once constrained by the delicate balance of its original parts, could be maintained and repaired indefinitely, raising profound questions about longevity and what it truly means to be human. If scientists could replace every organ in your body, one by one, at what point would you stop being the original you? This isn't just a technical challenge, it's a profound philosophical one. Is identity tied to our biological components? If every cell in your body is eventually replaced, whether naturally or artificially, does your consciousness, your memories, your very essence, remain intact? These questions, once confined to philosophy books and science fiction, are rapidly becoming tangible realities as we push the boundaries of what it means to be alive. This deeper ethical and philosophical debate will intensify as regenerative medicine advances. If we can replace a failing liver, then a worn-out kidney, and eventually even parts of the brain, where does the self reside? Is it simply the sum of our biological parts, or something more? The answer could redefine our understanding of existence, mortality, and what constitutes a person. While the immediate goal is to save lives and alleviate suffering, the long-term implications demand careful consideration, guiding us towards a future where humanity is not just healthier, but fundamentally re-evaluated. The journey to a world without organ donor shortages is fraught with challenges, yet the scientific momentum is undeniable. From decellularized scaffolds to precision bioprinting and the incredible potential of stem cells, we are witnessing the dawn of a new era in medicine. By 2030, while not a complete revolution, we will have taken significant steps towards making lab-grown organs a reality. Beyond that, humanity stands on the precipice of transforming illness into a curable, even preventable, condition. The future of life, as we know it, is about to be reimagined.